Conan, Sona, this is a important moment. It's time to discuss the results of the latest drawing contest, the one we did as a blind drawing contest so that nobody was voting for or against a person, but for the art itself. How do you guys feel about your results before I tell you?
I've never been less nervous about anything in my life. In my deepest, most sound REM sleep. Because I'm so confident. I am an artist.
Oh, my God.
I think I feel completely unthreatened by Sona's cabin of dildos that she inked. And I think that I'm going to win. I don't think I'm going to win. I know I'm going to win.
Okay.
Sona?
Here's the thing. I didn't feel good about it when I drew it. I didn't feel good about it when I saw it this morning on Twitter. And if I was Conan, I would feel the same he is feeling right now. I would feel very confident about his doodle. Also, you called yourself an artist, but you're really good at doodling. All you do is doodle.
This calls for doodling, so I doodle.
I know. I'm just saying.
I was in a contest that required me to paint like Rembrandt.
Oh.
I would.
Oh,
because I always match the occasion. That's my ability.
Okay. No, I didn't feel good about this. You're right. My house looks like it was made of dildos, and I don't. Everything just didn't work.
And I think I just want to again go to what comes to mind to me is that dildos would be a terrible building material for a cabin. Not that I know, not that I have a lot of experience, but I think they're wobbly.
Okay.
And
Well, it depends on what they're made out of.
what? Aren't dildos wobbly?
Not all of them, I think.
Some are strong.
Wait,
Yeah.
what, Gorley? What do you mean not all of
This is
them?
just common knowledge.
You
It's
really
not
jumped
common.
in. Sorry.
Yeah, you did jump in. And you say, well, actually, that's a common misconception. There are many kinds of dildo.
But I'm also considering...
And they have many
No,
consistencies depending on your needs, said Gorley. Why,
also-
there's the IK35B-7.
I'm casting
Made in
my vote
Korea.
for Sona right now. I'm considering that I think that though they look like dildos, they're made out of wood like a log cabin. So these are like George Washington era dildos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that I definitely cornered the dildo market. I think people who like dildos would like my cabin better. I think people who like drawing would like your.
Washington era dildos, common misconception, not made of wood, made of ivory.
Oh, so you know a little something about dildos
Well, I
yourself.
know a lot about history. So ivory is common.
God, I'm so wanting to throw this your way. I have the power to just reveal these results, Sona.
Yeah,
I
but the
might,
fact that
yeah.
you're gritting your teeth and you're frustrated and you don't seem happy right now, even though you want Sona to win, I'm a master at reading faces. I have won. I have won overwhelmingly. This isn't even close. You know?
Yeah.
Okay,
This is like the Civil War battle of 3 forks. Or was it 5 forks?
You're
Right in
stupid.
with your answer.
The results of the second blind drawing contest of a log cabin with a smoking chimney and a lumberjack.
Yeah. Let's get to the part where I win.
Excuse me.
Okay.
If people haven't tuned in, they need to know. Okay. Drawing 2, Sona's, comes in at 18%.
Oh my God.
Drawing number 1 comes in at 82%.
18% to 82%. Hey, how you feeling now, Goldwater?
Oh.
Do you even get that? There's so many young people that don't get that. Goldwater ran against Lyndon Johnson in 64. He was crushed.
Listen,
But 82% to 18%, that's amazing.
this is important. There are 2,204 votes in. There are still 20 hours left in this poll.
Yeah, sure.
You know, I don't feel good about it.
But we felt it was enough that we could call the election. It was
Yeah.
like the Nixon landslide.
I
Yeah.
prefer the Lyndon Johnson Goldwater example of 64.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Or maybe it's just two people who doodled and one doodled better.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
one
possible.
chose a cabin of... You know what? There's an old Bible passage that says, when you build your house upon the sand, you know, you're going to fail, you know? And I think you built your cabin upon dildos.
You know what? I would never think to do this, but your hubris is so large right now that I'm tempted to challenge you to a drawing contest.
Do it.
No. I
I don't
listen,
think you can handle it.
Well, first of all, Matt, I'm like a Western gunfighter. I can't fight every goofy hayseed who stumbles into town with a rusty 6-shooter. Do you know what I mean?
You can if that person gets insulted and pulls a gun.
Yeah, but your gun that you're going to pull because you just got off the wagon and you're like, gosh, there's Wild Bill Hickok. I think I'll take him on. And then you whip out this 6-shooter that your pappy gave you, and it's all rusty, and the barrel falls off, and all the pieces fall into the mud. And you go, oh, Mr. Hickok, can you come back here while I assemble my gun? And I'm already gone. I'm in the saloon. So, no, I can't take the time to walk back and sift through the mud and help you put together your ancient pea shooter so that then we can stage a contest in which you're killed.
You're a coward.
No, but you now, it's just like, I bet I'm a better drawer than you, and then I'll beat you, and then you'll be like, wait a minute, I found a friend who's good at drawing. Let's get him in here, and now you'll draw against him.
But what if you don't beat me?
Ooh.
Oh, God. This is just depressing.
You're the worst winner. You're such a terrible person when you win.
This is me. Deal with it.
Okay.
I learned, you know what I'm doing? I'm patterning myself after Trump. I really am. He has taught us that when you win, you just talk about it incessantly, and that's what I want.
Well, then I'll be Trump. I won that doodle off by a lot of votes.
Yeah, and did you have Russia
Yeah.
help you?
Yeah.
I did get assistance from Russia. I got a lot of assistance from Russia. Okay, we can do you and I. We'll do a drawing contest sometime down the line.
Okay.
But let's move on because
Okay.
I do think there's important matters that we need to address. We have, I'm told, a massive amount of listeners out there that are relying on us to guide them through this dark period in American history.
So in this segment, we need to now go to something. Do you want to take a voicemail?
Sure, I'll take a voicemail.
Okay.
This isn't a question, because somebody tell Sona to not say Freddie Mercury, say Freddie Mercury. I know I just messed up,
What the fuck?
but still. She said it about 40 times in the Mark Manon episode. Who's getting on my nerves, Conan?
What?
Wait a minute. What's this guy's
Did
name?
I pronounce Mercury wrong?
You did.
Do I
You
still
did.
pronounce it
No,
wrong?
there it was right. but
Mercury.
No, there you did it wrong.
Mercury.
No, you Mercury.
Mercury.
Yeah, sometimes you go Mercury.
Well, okay. Okay.
And you know what? Let's just back this whole thing up. First of all, I love that this guy is getting on his last nerve. He heard you on one podcast, and he's ready to pull his hair out. I've been with you for
Calm down, bro.
I've been with you for 10 years. You have tormented me with your actions, and this guy's complaining?
Okay. Well, all right. Okay. First of all, I didn't know I was saying the word wrong, but I also didn't know I pronounced my G's hard until you said it every single time I say a word that's like walking, talking,
You always
hangover.
say you go hangover. And I've tried to help you because I want you to assimilate
Okay.
to this country.
I
It's
was
important.
born in this country, but
We don't know for sure.
Yes,
there
we
are
do.
no records of your birth.
There are. It's
You're-
called a birth certificate. It is the record of my birth,
I've
and
asked
it is
your-
from Montebello, California.
I've asked your parents to produce. I asked your parents to produce records, and they shrugged, and then they handed over some leaves, and I said,
Okay.
those are leaves. Now listen, I love them. They're a great. The Armenian people are a great and
They
proud
are,
people.
and that, you know what? Going off of that, I was raised by immigrants. I was surrounded by immigrants, and a lot of the words I say are incorrect. And I used to sing questions. I can't say the word brewery or prerequisite. I can't say those words. There are a lot of things I say incorrectly.
What was brewery?
a place where they make beer?
It's a brewery.
A brewery.
You can't do it.
I can't say
Say it again.
brewery.
Brewery? Can you say the fine English clothing maker Burberry? Can you say that?
Burberry.
Say I bought some Burberry at the brewery.
I bought some Burberry because
What?
This sucks so hard.
Say I got some Burberry. I bought Burberry at the brewery.
For Freddie Mercury.
yeah.
I bought Burberry at the brewery for Freddie Mercury.
Okay, you're having
This
a total
is so
meltdown.
stupid. Here's the thing, though. A lot of the words that I say incorrectly are because I was saturated with a lot of accents growing up, I think.
It is true. Your parents have very thick accents.
No, well, my mom has a thicker accent than my dad. Came here in the 60s. He's fine. He's not that bad. But it's not just him. It's all my aunts and uncles. I speak 3 languages, so I can do that. What is his name? What's this guy's name? First of all, fuck this guy.
Yeah, I didn't like his tone. And you know,
didn't either.
I'm going to stick up for you. I did not like his tone at all. And if he were here, I would beat him within an inch of his life.
Yes, thank you.
But he's not here. So we can only imagine the beating that he would have.
Thank you for sticking up.
No,
for
I do.
my honor.
I do stick up for you. You're my friend. I care about you, and I don't like someone being snide to you.
That's very
What I
nice.
do find interesting is that Freddie Mercury is one of your all-time heroes. You
Yeah.
love Freddie Mercury.
I do love him, sure.
And it's interesting that you would mispronounce his name of all names. Do you know what I mean?
I didn't know I was mispronounced. Do you pronounce everything perfectly?
I do. Yes.
That's not true.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, but I edit this podcast and you say mortgage.
Mortgage.
Oh.
Instead of what?
Mortgage.
I say, what do you mean mortgage?
You say, I got to pay off my beach house mortgage.
Yeah, you know why I do that?
Well.
Do you know why I do that?
Why?
Do you know why I do that?
No, I don't.
I do it because it has a folksy charm. And I do it intentionally
see.
because if a celebrity says, I have to pay off my mortgage, then people say, what a dick. Who cares? You're a celebrity. You probably have the money to pay it off. We don't want to hear about your problems. You're probably with a supermodel right now, you know? But I always say, I got to pay off my mortgage.
You never say it like
I do.
like a sexy baby.
No, it's got a little bit of a Midwestern twang when I do it, and I do
but
it on
you
purpose.
shimmied your shoulders when you
Mortgage.
say, "Oh,
I gotta pay off my mortgage." It's got a little bit of the late Carol Channing in it. It's what I'm doing is I'm being folksy.
Yeah.
I do that. I do that intentionally. I am a master wordsmith. I'm a professional speaker
God.
of words, and anytime you think that I'm mispronouncing something, there is an intention behind it.
Even when you asked her parents to propose her birth certificate?
Yeah, you
Propose.
messed that word up.
No, that was a mini stroke. That doesn't count as mispronouncing when you have a cerebral occlusion.
Okay.
Now, back to Sona.
Well, actually, can we continue on you for a second?
Sure.
Because you also came from a family that has a lot of accents.
I don't think I have it.
It creeps in. New England creeps in when you talk sometimes.
Cleeps in.
I hate that I'm mispronouncing words right now.
But anyway,
Anyway.
I think Sona should get a pass because the fact that you speak English as well as you do is a miracle.
Oh,
You've been here, 6 years, 7 years?
what?
You came here
I've been
not...
working for you for 10 years.
Okay. You came to America and... No, this is you. This is a big... Remember the first day you came to work and you were frightened by the elevator? And I said,
God.
you said, magic room... took me to, and I was like, no, let's use the stairs and we'll talk about that later. Those are all true facts. But Sona, I am proud that I have been your tutor and your
God.
gateway to this wonderful country.
I want this to end.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to mispronounce words, and you can suck it, guy who left this voicemail.
I'm with you on that one.
Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend with Sona Movsesian and Conan O'Brien as